Hopefully, Descent won't do this to us.
Hopefully. Hey folks, we are three geeks, one podcast, one table, one podcast. Oh god! Oh my god!
Bloopers.
Sorry. Do that over, but I'm not gonna take that out because that's funny. We are three geeks, one table, an early podcast where we talk about the board games we played for the week. I'm Nick.
I'm Raph.
And I'm Charles.
So, we here today. We're concluding. We have made the executive decision to conclude our playthrough of Sword and Sorcery.
Yeah, it's
because it's trash. I'm sorry, everyone who likes this. I'm sure you like it for some reason, but it's not for us. I have no words. Maybe you do, Raph. I don't know.
The thing about Sword and Sorcery is that what do you call it? Ideally, if you're gonna play it, it's gonna be your campaign game. You know, it's gonna be the thing that you got set up in a table. You're gonna play it through multiple sessions, and you're gonna be able to like play it as your only game for a whole lot of time. And it's just not my style. I prefer to like play a whole bunch of games. The admin that is needed to like do this entire thing, even if I'm playing it solo, is like a nightmare because I need to keep track of like all the monsters, what they do. I need to like cross-reference each monster, each of their actions, which I'm sure I've heard like other people already say that the monster cards are not a thing that they use anymore because they're so familiar with it, which is fine. Like I understand why some people would like it, but again, it's not really something that's for me.
As a miniatures person, what's your take on this, Charles?
Actually, I guess the reason why I don't like Sword and Sorcery because, as Raph said, it should be a campaign that you're willing to table multiple times, and you need to allot a lot of your time, I guess. But yeah, it's not the campaign game that I'm willing to do that, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I need to find that one campaign game because I really want to have a campaign game that I can play and really just look at it set up at the table and never remove it. And Sword and Sorcery is not it, I guess.
I think the other thing that really puts me off about Sword and Sorcery is that it's just steeped in like these fantasy tropes that hasn't really aged well. Like it kind of feels like the same old fantasy tropes, you know, like you got the elf in the bikini and you got like the gremlins,
the extremely armored dwarf
with the like barely clothed
assassin.
like the assassin is wearing
The assassin
a
has
skull.
no.
I didn't know archers are so dumb. Oh, it's so stupid.
I did not feel like I was a tank at all until we finally found those stash cards that would actually give me something. And even then, it feels so tedious to do it. Like, everything about this game is so tedious. I like campaign games, but this is a campaign game that felt like I was raising a toddler.
Yeah, actually,
I've already raised a toddler. I'm fine with raising human toddlers. I'm not fine with raising a campaign game like a toddler. I'm sorry.
There's nothing interesting about the story too. Like,
There's not enough in the lore and the.
To be fair, we played one like scenario and it's like the intro. So
Yeah, but like it's like one of those generic
but it doesn't really
scenarios.
hook you
There's
into
nothing
any-
unique to it.
It doesn't hook you into any direction. I don't know. Like, I have this theory about these kinds of games and why they're popular, and that's primarily because it's buyer's remorse. like they like people who buy these big ass games, and then of course they need to like feel good about their purchase, so they continue playing it, even if it's not that good.
Actually, I would agree with you. This feels like this is a game that came out in 2017, right?
2018, I think.
2017.
2017.
okay.
Okay, what other game? No, this is the same. This is the same era as Gloomhaven, and I think I'm gonna like Gloomhaven more.
The thing about Gloomhaven that makes it interesting is like the combat system. This
Yeah,
has
the
a
combat
combat
system
system of
for-
like rolling dice, and that's it.
I don't even like I like dice, but I don't like the fact that I have to roll the dice in this game. I enjoyed the game system of Gloomhaven a bit more because that one actually felt like I was playing an RPG. This one I felt like I was playing Yahtzee.
No, I think
Because it happens so often.
it just
Yeah.
or I think the creator, the designers just wanted to evoke the feeling of a role playing game, I guess, because of those interactions with the dice. Um, how many dice you'll roll when you're defending it depends on how many hits that you need to take. I guess that is the reason of the designers for it, to feel like you're playing a role playing game of sorts, TTRPG, D&D. I guess.
I guess.
Well, I guess
That's why
yeah.
they did not shy through using dice. They did not explore anything else. Unlike Gloomhaven, which uses a different mechanics when it comes to battles.
The Descent revamp, which is it's basically a Descent revamp. The Descent some Journeys in the Dark. Is it this? It's older than this, right?
I don't know.
Nah, I don't remember.
I don't know.
I think
wait.
that came out more recently than
Second edition Descent, I believe. is
second
older.
edition Descent is definitely older than Sword and
Descent.
Sorcery, but
Not the Legends
Journeys
of
in
the
the
Dark.
Dark. Or
Legends of the Dark.
yeah.
Yeah, Legends
It's
of the Dark.
2021.
2021.
Yeah, that's newer.
Alright.
So we can't really compare that.
Yeah, we can't compare it with that. But yeah, I'm so tired of this game.
Well, I think the other thing that makes it even more tedious is that this is like a second-hand copy that we got.
Yeah,
And there's like
there's
a lot
just-
of like misplaced pieces, or it's not really misplaced. They're just underneath like the inserts and stuff.
Yeah, we had to look under
Oh,
the
good
insert
Lord.
to finally find the proper stash cards.
Yeah.
It's like a jumbled mess of stuff
Yeah,
that we
that
got
too,
passed
yeah.
down with. So
I think I think this is one of those cautionary tales of accepting secondhand stuff, especially if it's such a big box.
I mean, we're thankful, I guess, that we got
Yeah,
this
that's
for
true. Yeah.
like
We
that.
got it.
but-
We got our copy for free.
Yeah.
So yeah,
We're so thankful for this experience.
and we will never repeat it again.
And we will never forget about this.
Okay.
I will probably repeat it with like a Euro game because that's
Let's
easy.
Oh, I thought you would like to repeat this game.
No, not this one. Like the experience of like receiving something that is
Please
from
don't.
another
Yeah, we
person. Yeah.
Yeah, please don't call us if you want
sponsors,
to repeat this game.
if you will.
I
Calling
think
for sponsors.
I think it's safe to say that the new implementation of Sword and Sorcery using the Tiburu system is much better, I guess.
It's gonna be much better because
Yeah.
it's like a digital
Yeah.
game.
Yes.
So there's no question about it.
So, I guess if there are any sponsors out there that want to sponsor us,
With a Tiburu table.
Yeah.
With a
Wow.
Tiburu table. Like, why not? We will maybe try it.
we would love to try this game again.
No, I wouldn't.
With a Tiburu table.
With
right?
the Tiburu
Even with a
table.
Tiburu table, I don't really like these kinds of games in general. Anyway, so
Don't listen to him, guys.
But you're gonna be forced.
yeah,
because
I'm
we
basically like held at gunpoint here.
Just
So.
just sponsor us and we'll play it.
Yeah, sponsor us. We'll play it. Like, do you want your games to be featured somewhere? We will feature it for you. But seriously though, the other tedium of this game is that you start so weak. You started the game so weak.
I mean, I don't mind that. I mean, if I don't like grinding per se, but
Says the assassin who couldn't hit twice.
yeah, I mean that's just how their dice rolls anyway.
What the hell is this? Sword and Sorcery is what do you call this?
Is it what?
Rated as 7.9, while Gloomhaven is 7.4.
What?
Because people are
insane.
like BGG ratings are weird in that sense because Gloomhaven is more popular than
Yeah.
Sword and Sorcery.
Yeah.
So you would have more variety in how people are reading Gloomhaven versus the few people, or like not few, but the lower amount of people who
Yeah.
are voting for Sword and Sorcery and absolutely loving
Yeah,
it.
look at this. There's a review actually, August 2025. It's a 7.2 for this person, but it's like a little too many rules and too much tedious things to keep track of. Also, low damage and small amount of enemies. Character doesn't feel as strong with that. Overall, a good time, but other dungeon crawlers are better. Which is, I agree with that. This might be a good time for some people, like people who are really, really into heavy campaign games and dungeon crawlers.
I mean, even then, they're like better camping games.
Yeah, there's
So,
better campaign games.
Like if you're gonna go all in into something, that's probably gonna be something like Mage Knight or something.
I would go all in on Mage Knight instead of this.
I wouldn't still go all in on Mage Knight because I'm just the kind of person who likes to experience a whole bunch of games.
Yeah.
So that's not gonna be.
This has made me resolve to play Mage Knight more than ever. Like I want to be playing Mage Knight, see the difference. And so we have in the future several campaign games. We have Gloomhaven, we have Jaws of the Lion, which is a mini campaign game in itself. We have Legends of the Dark. We have Mage Knight. What else do we
I don't have a
other
campaign game.
games?
Wait, I think City of Kings a campaign.
Yeah.
City of Kings. So we're gonna have City of
that's
Kings.
the game that will replace this.
This game.
This month, yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for us with Sword and Sorcery. It was nice to experience it.
It wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a cautionary tale to experience it. At least you guys don't have to experience it anymore because we
Well,
did it for you.
It is nice. It is a nice experience in the sense of these are the things that I shouldn't do as a game designer.
True. Yeah, true.
I
These
think
are
so.
things you shouldn't do as a game designer. I'm definitely not going into the realm of campaign games as a designer. I'm gonna stick with deck builders. I'm gonna stick with that.
Is that a transition?
Oh god. But yeah, let's stop with this and let's go to our second game of the week. Not night, week. What our second game was
Rocketmen.
Rocketmen by Martin Wallace. I played this game before we played it on the table, and I misunderstood a lot of the rules because I don't know, it's not for the Martin Wallace rule book is not for people who can get easily overwhelmed. That's what I'm gonna say, because there is a lot of explanations. There's explanations to the rule book. There's the iconography.
There's a lot of the rule book that is like mentioned once and never again.
Yes,
So
exactly.
you really have to be paying attention to like how the rule book is phrased. But it is pretty straightforward if you don't get distracted, I guess.
Yeah, and piece of advice: never ever play this two player. Never ever play this two player unless you want to get divorced, break up, or fight.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say that because you're not gonna enjoy the experience. The experience we had as 4 players was better than 2 players because with 4 players we were hyping each other up with the launch pads, with launching missions. There was interaction with 4 players more than 2 players, And I guess that's the reason why it's best. They say it's best with three
Yeah.
because the interaction is there. With two players, the interaction there's some interaction, but if you both don't like what you see on the market track on the market deck, it's not gonna move as much.
Yeah, there's gonna be less movement in the market with just two players. And aside from that, since you're playing with another player only, it's easier to like see what the other player is gunning for,
Yeah,
and probably
spite playing is
Yeah.
gonna be a thing.
unlike with like three players,
Yeah.
it's just I don't know. It's the middle ground in a sense because with three players, like you have one other player that is vying for spots, and it's not gonna feel as bad.
Mm-hmm.
But also, it's not gonna play as long as the four-player game.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a pretty nice spot.
This is one of those. This is one of those games I would play only if there's two other players or three other players with me. I'm not gonna play this with say my partner because it's not. We're not gonna enjoy it.
I am curious to see how it plays in two with like correct rules though.
Yeah, actually, I would like to play it at one player because I think it's a 1 to 4
Yeah,
players,
it is a
right?
one to
Yeah,
four
that sounds
players.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I think for me, I enjoyed playing it even though I did not launch that many spaceships.
The one thing that worries me about this game is like the amount of stuff in it, which is very low.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the
The
replayability
replayability,
is
yeah.
very limited.
Yeah,
But
I don't
the-
think there's like any expansions there. I
No,
don't
there's
know.
no,
there's
there's
there are
one.
there expansions.
I'm
There's
not sure.
one.
Is it
Target-
is it is it
Target
a retail
Jupiter.
expansion though?
I don't know.
It might be a Kickstarter expansion.
I don't know. Please don't be.
Is it a different map? It looks like a different
No,
map.
it's
Yeah,
it's a
'cause
different map.
The
That's
a different,
Jupiter.
That's a different planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Anyway.
Jupiter. Yeah, I mean Rocketmen target Jupiter, so there
I
is
mean-
Jupiter.
I
so
mean,
I
we will
think
see.
this is not an expansion. I think this is
Or maybe that's a new map.
a
I don't know.
remake because it's 2024 and
Oh yeah, it
Rocketman is-
re-implements Rocketmen.
Yeah.
Ah.
So there are no
no expansion.
expansions.
Well, there's
for
Axis
this
of
game.
Evil. What is that?
No, that's a different game.
All
That's a
right.
different. So okay,
2025.
so yeah, replayability is gonna be very limited with Rocketmen.
I think that's the only deck builder that I've saw
I-
with that many or
As a-
with that very low
Amount of cards.
amount
yeah.
of market cards.
As,
and I think
uh,
half of them are those things that clogged up the market.
Like the threats.
As a
Yeah.
person who continues to play the core game of Ascension over and over, even though I've played it for years now, I can probably memorize Rocketmen in 3 plays.
Mm.
Two, 3 plays.
It's a pretty thin game in terms of like content, but there's a lot of good ideas in it. Like
Yeah.
like the push your luck stuff combined with deck building. Oh yeah, this is a deck builder
Mm.
that has like a ton of push your luck elements. It feels like what if you mashed up Mlem or Celestia with a deck building game.
I don't know that.
I haven't
those
played.
games.
I haven't played those yet.
Yeah, well both of those are like both Mlem and Celestia.
Lem
Mlem, MLEM.
are those is that the game with cats?
Yeah, the cats in space. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They're like trying to get to like planets as well.
Yes.
In both games, actually, they're both trying to get to different planets in a track, so it feels similar.
Okay.
But they're also like push your luck. But
Oh.
Celestia has a more social element. Actually, both of them has a social element to it.
You know what? Push your
Wait,
luck.
I thought
Actually.
Emblem is a solo game.
No, it's not.
It's a two-player game.
It's got more like of a social element to it. Like
Oh.
you're kind of goading each other to like go for the
Oh.
to go for the higher
Okay.
point
Okay.
planets. I think I haven't played Mlem, or I actually have played Mlem once, but I don't remember because
Okay.
my wife didn't like the art. So
Speaking of
just
push
saw
your
it.
luck, though, I still think I prefer Quacks over this.
Quacks is nice because there's no pressure to Quacks. Like nobody's watching you.
Yeah.
Well, maybe somebody else is watching you while you like what when they're done or when they've exploded or something. But the overall cadence to quacks is that it's sillier,
Uh,
so there's no like seriousness to like exploding. And even if you explode, you still get something out of it,
Yeah,
right?
true.
Unlike in, like for example, in Rocketmen, when you
when you
when you
fail the
wipe out,
mission,
you,
you
you're basically wiped
wiping
out.
out
Yeah.
everything. Yeah. Also, I forgot to ask this. The missions we can abort and change them, right?
What the missions?
Yeah.
Like the ones in the
The mission slot.
you can abort. Wait, aborting
Not
is
aborting. Like you can change. The
yeah, yeah,
mission?
yeah. You can change that. But once you change them, everything that is on it's on the
Exactly.
launch
Yeah.
pad is also gone. Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you fail it and you don't want this mission anymore, you can change it.
Yeah, you can change it. But again,
Mm.
that's like kind of restarting as well.
Yeah. What's the BGG difficulty rating for this?
6 point.
No, that's
no,
the rating.
That's
It's
the
rating.
The weight is like 2 point
That's the
something.
weight.
It's
Wait,
green. The
wait.
green, the text there.
Oh,
It's
2 point. Yeah, it's
2.53.
it's
Yeah,
not
no.
that
Yeah,
hard.
Yeah, it's true. It's not that hard.
But I can see why it's like a 6.8 on BGG as well.
Eh, it's just the amount of cards that you have in game is very limited. I guess yeah, you're right. In 2 to 3 plays, almost all of the combinations are
Familiar to you
the-
already.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially since both of the decks contain like duplicates. So
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
The only thing that are the icons even, the item icons even change
There-
between.
Yes.
So yeah,
Uh,
there's one thing there, but outside of that, the effects are like very thin.
I think they just focused on the pusher luck game because all those effects just
Yeah.
contributes to mitigation. And yeah, I don't know. I came into this game with low expectations, and somehow it satisfied me. I don't know.
It is a satisfying experience with
Yeah.
all
It's-
the
yeah.
hyping up and stuff.
It's a satisfying experience when you're in a big group.
Yeah,
It's
especially the first one who launched.
yeah.
Even though it's not me, it's really
I
good.
think the main reason why you were just hyped up about it because like there were talks about the missions being really hard to do,
Yeah.
but
It's not that
with
hard.
Nikki's plays, right? So you did say that there was like basically zero successful
Yeah,
missions
there
that you had.
wasn't when I played it 2 player.
Yeah.
Yeah, difficulty with the missions
Mm.
because it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it was hard.
I guess
Because our market track didn't move as much.
Yeah, because you put all the threats in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a
You-
mistake.
You were not supposed to like have all
Yeah.
the threats in the first half of the deck.
Yeah, it's true.
So that's gonna clog up your entire thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then clog up your deck as well. Because threats go into your deck unless you like remove them later.
Yeah.
I think that's another one problem with this game. Those things that
No one wants to play the threats. Like no one wants to
Yes.
take the threats.
I took I took a lot of threats
I mean
at the end of the game.
Yeah.
I
But like
mean there are not enough cards that can really thin out your deck. Or is
Yeah, I
it
had the
at the
one
bottom?
card.
Yeah.
I had the one
You,
card
you
that
have
thin that
one. Unlike other deck builders that there's really some weight.
because I think deck building they call it a deck builder, but the deck building aspect took a backseat to the pusher luck.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I mean, that's fine for me. This is the thing that I'm talking about deck builders is always. Like, deck builders always have this loaded expectation of what a deck builder should be. Like, it's about efficiency and whatnot. But that's mostly because of the glut of deck building games. Way back when with the Cryptozoic stuff, where they but almost worked similarly to each other. Like, the theme was the only thing that changed, but most of them, like, were efficiency puzzles.
Yeah, I've never played a cryptozoic deck builder, so I'm kind of curious about that.
It's It's got that what do you call it? The river market, like the Star Realms thing,
Yeah.
and
Mm.
it's got like it's basically Star Realms kind of, like
It's basically a re-implementation of Star
yeah.
Realms.
Star
Okay.
Realms is just quicker and devoid of like IP. So
Yeah. Star Realms has its own IP. Yeah, but yeah, it's the push your luck aspect is nice. That with the player account that we had, it was better. And okay, Martin Wallace. Who's familiar with his work?
I love Martin Wallace. I mean, he is a very divisive. Oh, not very divisive. He's well loved in the community, but some of his games don't fly well in the board game scene. I mean, he's got like the number one game. I mean, one of the number one games in BGG of all time, which is like Brass Birmingham. So he designed that thing, but he's also got like Onward to Venus and
Oh,
well Rocketmen
he
and
designed Australia.
yeah. Well, Australia is also pretty well loved.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, it is.
but he's got like a couple of other things that are unpopular in a sense. Like Rocketman isn't really that popular. PI is also something that isn't really popular, but I find PI
Endearing.
endearing, yeah, adorable. Yeah, I find it endearing, even if it's like one of those deduction games that you can luck out of.
Oh, he also made it zeroed. Okay.
Yeah, so he very and the Age of Rails, Age of Steam games. So he's done a lot of things. He's done a lot of great things. Anno 1800 is also something that he's done. I mean, is it well loved? I'm not sure, but I like that game. So, but yeah, like being the designer of Brass Birmingham is something to be proud of, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I guess so. Like, he has a lot. He has a lot.
Yeah,
of
he has
games
a
under
lot
his
of
belt.
games.
Starting 1993. Wow.
Yeah, he's a veteran. So
Yeah.
so
It's like-
hearing like Martin Wallace do a deck builder with a pusher luck element to it, that's kind of exciting. That was kind of exciting for me, and I was like, how will he do it? And turns out he did very few things with it.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a pretty good like combination, but I guess the overall package is sort of lacking. I mean, maybe they were hoping for more expansion stuff with that.
Maybe they were trying to you put like a like put room for expansions, but they just never pushed through.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's one of the problems with deck builders as a whole. Because like I remember hearing that Mistborn, the deck building game, is also like that. Like you got like what 4 characters in the box. It's a 4-player game, and that's it. So what are they expecting people to like run over to a new expansion once it's out? I don't know. Like Living Forest also kind of suffers from the same problem. Like there's
Yeah.
like very few cards in there, so unless you get Kodama, it's not gonna like expand or something. So maybe
That's true.
it's just the expectation that deck builders are gonna get expansions eventually. But if you don't get popular, it's
it's-
never gonna get any.
Yeah, but it also depends on how popular your game is going to be. Like, there are deck builders with a ton of expansions that are still relevant today. Like,
Like Dominion.
Dominion is still relevant today. Even got a second edition.
Yeah.
I think that's because of they stick to what formula works, I guess. When you're a deck builder, you need to have a pretty chunky amount of cards.
Well,
For-
Dominion was basically the design.
Yeah.
The-
That's the
the
deck builder.
original.
Yeah, so I think that is where this game lacks. I guess ultimately it doesn't lack on those elements when you say it's a push your luck game. But if you advertise it as a deck builder game, I think it
Yeah, that's the thing.
yeah.
It was advertised as a deck builder.
Yeah, it sidelines
Should have been
these deck
should have been
builder-
advertised as a push your luck game.
Yeah.
Well, it's what makes it unique, I guess. Because I can't think of anything that is
Like
like
that.
push your luck. I mean, I guess Mystic Veil is kind of Mystic Veil and Living Forest has like push your luck elements into it.
Uh,
But nothing like this. Like, it feels like a race as well.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I didn't like this game. I liked it. It's especially the part where you didn't have to discard all of your cards. You can plan ahead on what you will do on your next turn. But yeah, uh, as what I've heard on reviews by other people, there are really some dull moments wherein you just discard a card and wait
Well,
for your
yeah.
next turn.
Yeah, we had those. We
Yeah.
had those. Where we just discarded something, hoping that we draw what we need.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a problem with like a four-player game, because with a four-player game, you're gonna like do that thing, that you're gonna like discard stuff,
Yeah.
and then you have like one other player after you that does a lot of things.
Yeah.
So the waiting time in between is
No.
gonna take gonna take a while, not
Yeah.
forever.
For this game, but if we're talking about, I guess, something like Clank or even Star Realms, there are no dead turns for those games.
Nah, I have experienced Clank.
Yeah,
Really?
there's
Yeah.
dead turns in Clank.
Oh, the
Well,
moment
I
where
think
you-
that's mostly like a deck builder thing. Like, there's gonna be dead turns in
Yeah,
deck
there's
builders.
always gonna be dead turns, but like,
It just
okay.
feels more egregious with this one because,
yeah,
aside from the turns being dead, it's also, wait, I'm building up a launch pad, and what if this launch pad fails?
exactly.
So, it feels more of, it feels like a longer thing rather than just your normal deck builder with like playing out the card and stuff.
That's true. That's true. But like, Clank had, well, Clank had other board elements. You know what? A game that's more complex, that builds complexity and still be a good deck builder, in my opinion, is Dune Imperium.
Yeah, that's one of the best.
It's a more complex deck builder. Yes, it's a lot of board elements. Yes, but it feels like your turns matter more in Dune
Yeah, it
Imperium.
does. Because in the Imperium, you got two things that you're trying to worry about. That's your board position
Yeah.
and your deck. So,
Yeah.
and plus the conflict that's gonna happen at the end of the turn. So, at the end of the round.
At the end of your
Yeah.
round,
Yeah.
the two of you are, if you there's two players. I played it two player. The two of you are gonna battle it.
Plus
out.
the
Yes.
dummy player.
Yeah, there's a dummy player
Yeah.
that too. There's a dummy player. I don't know.
Well,
I guess
area
I-
control doesn't work well without a
Without-
dummy player.
yeah.
So,
That's
kind of
true.
needs it.
Yeah, I guess Dune Imperium is a better one. Yeah.
It's like, but it's like comparing like a caviar to like, I don't know, like awesome, like chicken
Yeah,
eggs. I guess.
comparing
Caviar to like fish roll.
comparing
They're both
Sword and
fish roll, but
Sorcery to
like one of them has
Gloomhaven.
higher quality than the other.
Yeah, one is like quail eggs or something.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Speaking of deck builders, though, if what knowing all the deck builders we have in our list, what deck builder would you choose over this?
Any
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah. But yeah, it's not a game that I won't be willing to play again. It is if there are any
Just
willing.
if there's enough people playing
Yes,
it.
I think I agree with you. Two player is not a good experience, but I want to try the one
Yeah.
player mode of this.
Okay, how are we gonna rate this? Because I have already rated this the first time. The 2-player mode is definitely a 3 out of 10 for me. But the 4-player, I'm gonna be generous with this and say 6.
It is a 7 for me though. Like, there's as a game idea though, but as a whole, as it is right now, it's a 6 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
it's fine, but it's not anything spectacular. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
no.
not something that I would like refuse to play, like Zombicide. But yeah,
Like Zombicide. We can hear you loud and clear. You hate mini heavy games.
no, I don't like Zombicide. Just Zombicide. Zombicide is that one franchise that I will refuse to play if it's not for this podcast. Like I have heard, well, not heard, but I've had multiple instances in my life where I actually refused a game of Zombicide just because I don't like it.
Well, there's like 3 Zombicide titles in
Yeah.
our list, so
Okay.
you're gonna be suffering 3 times.
I'm, I'm thinking on how I should score this because, yeah, as I have told you, I would rather play other deck building games other than this. But yeah, I guess I can give it a 6 or a 7 given that I really enjoyed that game and I did not know that a pusher luck game will get me this hype because I think most of the pusher luck games have their elimination.
Not really.
Not really. Okay.
No.
Not a lot.
Uh,
Actually,
I
there's like one thing that well, I forgot what I was gonna say.
I can definitely say that this is the first deck builder that I did not inherently like.
It's because of like the whole thing where your thing gets dismantled.
I think it's just because it's too slow on a player count that is very, very low.
Oh wait, remember what I was gonna say?
Yeah.
This is the only deck builder that can actually produce those standing up and cheering moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that Rocketmen has in
Yeah,
space.
yeah, that's what he has for it. It's his pro, but I'm having a hard time looking for the other pros. So
Like even if there's like another deck builder that is like Crucial Luck, like Living Forest or Mystic Veil, you're mostly cheering
like
on your own.
we loved Living Forest. Like my partner and I love Living Forest.
Yeah, but
And
you're
we don't-
mostly just cheering on your own. It's not like you got like an event in the middle of the table where
Yeah,
you're
that's true. That's true. But like it's still it's that Living Forest still felt more interactive with 2-player. That's my gripe with this because deck builders are meant to be okay, are meant to still be playable with 2 players. You can't have that with Rocketmen. I'm serious. You can't have that with Rocketmen.
I still do want to try it though, because
Why
again,
not? Yeah.
y'all played it with like
You try
wrong
it.
rules.
You try it. You try it with your wife, and we will see.
Y'all played it with wrong rules, so maybe that's a factor. I'm not sure. Like
I guess.
it's a big. I don't know. Like I feel like it's a big factor that you got like
All the threats? But
In that
our
early-
table wasn't full of threats.
What do you mean?
Our market
Yeah.
deck wasn't full of threats.
So it's just a really slow game of
Yeah, maybe because of
discard
like the
this, take that.
yeah.
Yeah. Probably that. It's I would say it's that. All right. Would you recommend this for beginners or more experienced players?
Hmm.
If someone is gonna be learning this for the first time, I would have to recommend that they get someone experienced who can interpret the the rule book correctly.
Yeah, probably. That rule book is very wordy. For people who aren't really into rule books as a thing, because I read rule books for entertainment.
Oh
So
my god. I just remembered one Facebook skit, I guess. It's from, I don't know, I cannot remember the name of the content creator, but it's for the board game where you there's a wheel and then there's a topic in the middle and then there's a
is this
rating.
like Apple
No, there's a rating that, let's say,
wavelength?
yeah, it's wavelength.
Okay.
So the skit goes like, it gives, or the word is very easy, and where you what do you call this? Uh, the one that gives an example to just match it goes the middle. The last the last kasi is reading instructions. So it should be boring on the side of boring, but but the skit goes like reading instructions. You mean well, there's and he's going to the other side because I think
He's more excited about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting to read rules.
I like reading. No, serious though. I like reading rules. I like
I
reading
don't.
rules, and I like viewing different like I like reading rules. I like going to BGG and finding player made aids for it as well, and then I like watching videos. Like those things are fine with me. It's just that when when you have when you have the attention span of someone with neurodivergence, if it's very wordy, some things get lost in translation.
I guess, yeah. I mean, neurodivergence works differently for different people. Like, I am also like neurodivergent
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
sense.
Our different flavors of
Yeah.
neurodivergence.
yeah, my attention span is just very short when it comes to reading instructions. I guess the only thing that recently that I've have read is for Jisogi because I'm really excited about that game.
That game was so interesting. Like I'm just looking at the cards and I'm like, ooh, I want to play this.
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot like what anime it looks like in terms of like the art style.
There are a lot. There are
Mushishi. I think.
there are arts there that reminds you of L from
No, but
Death
the
Note.
general art style of it, like it looks like a watercolor thing.
Looks like a Ghibli thing.
No?
I think
No,
it's
no,
like,
not a Ghibli.
what
No,
is
no,
it?
no. It's more of
It's
I think it is Mushishi though. Like,
Is
what's Mushishi?
yeah, I'd have to look it up, but it's like the watercolor thing where it's like
watercolor art. Yeah.
yeah, what do you call it? It's like got that. Uh,
Yeah, Mushishi
Oh,
is
yeah,
watercolor
yes.
art. Yeah.
Um,
Oh, yeah.
Kinda.
It reminds
yeah,
me of
it
that.
really reminds me of that. I'm surprised I remember the title though. But yeah,
Yeah.
when I saw
Okay.
the art style of it, it looked
What deck builders would we compare this to?
the I don't know, like it's a deck builder with a racing element to it. So
It's-
maybe Quest for El Dorado. That's one thing.
Quest
But
for-
it feels different because the cadence of Quest for El Dorado is more about adapting to how your path looks like and trying to get rid of the tools that you previously had and thinning your deck. It's still about efficiency.
Yeah.
Trying to get from point A to point B as quickly as possible.
Okay, I wanted to point out something I noticed. This deck builder still tried to go for efficiency. Because you're still at some point thinning your deck by doing the missions. And there are still cards that allow you to thin your deck. But like
Yeah, it's a different kind of efficiency.
there's so little choices that it feels like a waste taking out something that you might regret and see later that oh shit, I need this.
It feels like a different kind of efficiency for me. Like, in that sense, because in something like Quest for El Dorado, what you're trying to do is like the best deck that you can ever have is like the four cards. Because Quest for El Dorado, you draw 4 cards per turn, and you, as much as possible, you want to have those 4 cards as your only things that you draw for the rest of the game. But like the efficiency here is more of how far can I push my launch pad before I launch. I don't know, like it just feels like a different cadence. It feels, because of that, it also feels slower.
Yeah.
I have played a very few deck builders, so I guess on my list there are no deck builders like this. I haven't played Quest for El Dorado yet. So yeah, I cannot relate and I cannot compare it to anything else because it's really far from those games that I have experienced so far.
Yeah, I think that's what makes it unique, though. Even if something like Quest for El Dorado exists, this feels like it still feels different. Not necessarily better, but different.
Yeah.
Different.
So I've played three. Oh, okay. So the thing is, I will admit Rocketman is unique in how it executes the board element. So I only have three games with board elements that I've played so far, which is Clank, Dune Imperium, and well, the board element of Living Forest is entirely different as well. So,
You got trains.
oh yeah, I got trains. Four trains. Yeah, I forgot about trains. But yeah, I would say I'd still if this is it feels like a race game. So the most race game that I've played is Clank.
Well, Dune Imperium also has a race to like. Get
Well, that's
10
true.
points.
That's true. It would be no,
Although it doesn't feel like a race with.
it doesn't
Dune
feel
Imperium,
like
yeah.
a race into an Imperium. It feels more like a race with Clank.
I think Clank, yeah. Okay, yeah, Clank, I guess. Because of the racing mechanic where you need to get one treasure and then go up, then kill those bastards at the bottom.
Yeah, that's true. I would say Clank too. I guess, but I would prefer playing Clank more than this. Top. Would this ever reach your top 100?
No.
No.
No. No, not
Definitely
for
not,
me either.
yeah.
I'd rather play. I would rather play Dominion over and over.
Yeah, this is not the deck builder game that I would put in my top 100.
Yeah, I wouldn't put Dominion in my top 100 either. So
I think if
But yeah, Dominion is the OG, so it's a little bit more outdated than any other deck builder, and Dominion is the downfall of Dominion is you need the expansions.
no, the downfall of Dominion for me is like, just if you're playing with someone who knows it.
Yeah, the
First,
open
yeah.
open information. Even with open information, it's gonna be harder for a beginner who's never played Dominion versus someone who's played Dominion like at least 5 times.
Yeah. Like, it's so easy for people to like recognize the combos in Dominion if they've played it multiple times.
Yeah.
Like, I guess that's a bigger problem for like combo-tastic games. So
I mean, yeah, I've encountered that in Ascension as well. I've encountered Ascension has this OP strategy that if you know what you're looking for, you can get that end game score of like over hundreds and just overtake your opponents.
well, at least it's not over 9,000.
I don't think so. I don't think we're gonna get that. Like, I don't know. Speaking of deck builders, yeah, I don't. I don't think I would play this unless you guys ask me to play with at least 3 players again.
Yeah, it's definitely something that I would play if a person is interested
Yeah.
in like a space race or something. Because that's honestly one of the things that I really like about something like Twilight Struggle, like the space race element of it.
Mm-hmm.
And Rocketman is probably the only. I'm not sure if it's the only one, but it's the one game that we have access to in terms of like an actual space race.
That's true. Yeah, that's the game we have access to that has space race. But I'm not
this
playing it
Monster
unless there's like.
Trucker.
Do we
No,
have?
no,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
I'm talking
Trucker?
about like the space race during the 80s,
Okay.
where like
Mm.
I'm not even sure if it's the 80s, but like that period of time in history where like both the USSR and the US are like racing to get to the
To the
moon
moon, yeah.
first. Yeah.
Where the USSR launched a dog.
Yeah, like RRG.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess with this particular flavor, this is the only one you have. I don't think we're gonna. I don't know if we're ever gonna get another one like it. So, it's points to Rocketmen for that. But I'm still trying to find other redeeming qualities for Rocketmen. Honestly.
Yeah, even the UI of Rocketman isn't that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
yeah. Oh my god.
But I guess it is not that complicated when it comes to. I guess this is just my opinion though. When you look at the symbology of Rocketman, at first glance, it looks like that it's a very complicated set of symbols, but if you look closer into the board, it just tells you what kind of thing you need for that. There's there's no other there are no other elements present that is needed to be discussed or look into
Yeah, the
when it comes to
iconography
the
is pretty
instruction.
clear. Yeah.
Yeah, we did not even try to look into it. You
There
tried to
were there
look
were
several
card
times.
clarifications
Yes.
in the rulebook. We didn't even bother looking.
Yeah,
Yes.
but it's pretty clear. Like everything
Yeah.
everything that each card does is pretty clear. The only thing that isn't is if you're really used to like deck builders, you would think that the cost is like in the upper left and the effects are at the bottom.
Yeah,
and it just kind of reverses it
Yeah.
for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why. So that's one of the it's the only the layout is the only thing that's not good for me for layout of the cards. Yeah, but the rest of the game,
Could be.
yeah, but it's also pretty drab in terms of like, I mean, what do you call it? In terms of presentation, but
Did it-
again, there's nothing spectacular about space.
true.
So
And like this is another thing that we had problems with, right? In UAPs, like
Yeah.
too many satellites. It only talked about satellites and I don't know what was that, the space base and the international space station, I
yeah,
guess.
the space stations.
It
and there's-
didn't feel like a game that actually immersed me in space.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for someone to launch their spaceship and then, woo!
And then scream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the highest point of the of Rocketmen actually.
Us screaming for the person launching the rocket.
Yeah, it's the hype factor of it.
Yeah. It helps that our play group has like goofy people.
I'm not goofy. I'm very serious.
Oh my gosh.
Sure. If all the dad jokes that we heard during the game of Rocketman, I'm sure you're a serious guy.
Definitely, I'm a dad. I'm not a joke.
Oh God.
Let's end this.
So yeah, I'm sorry, I can't stop. Yeah.
Yeah, did we get a final scoring for Sword
Not
and
yet.
Sorcery?
It's
So
now a
that's-
3 out of 10.
So this is for Sword and Sorcery, by the way, not for Rocketman.
Okay, because we're
Yeah.
already finished with Rocketman.
Yeah. So for Sword and Sorcery, it's a 3 out of 10 for Raph.
Yeah, it used to be a 4.
Used
I
to
did
be a
note
4.
that it's gonna go down if we play it again. Now it's a 3. And I was right.
That's after we played it. I guess. We
Look, it's
played
not
it
even about the
correctly.
rules. Yeah, it's not even about us getting the rules wrong. That's not the factor that made it go 4 out of 10. It's just not my kind of game. It's not anything that I would like. I know that from just the rulebook itself.
As much as I like, as much as I like the campaign games, I'd give this a 4. Because I'm not the one setting it up.
For me, yeah, I just want to get rid of it. I don't even want to rate
So
it
it's get rid
anymore.
of it out of 10.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah, I agree with you. And we're glad that you're actually getting rid of it.
Yeah, I don't have to suffer for 4 games now.
Yeah, I thought I would like to play it with someone, but
Turns
yeah,
out no.
No.
Yeah. So I guess this is it for our episode. We have regrets for Sword and Sorcery, and we have mixed reviews for Rocketmen. And hopefully the next games that we play are gonna be a bit better, because this didn't feel like a very nice night
I think
for
it's
us.
Rocketman is the best game that we played tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rocketmen, but
Because there's only 2 games and we know the other one is trash.
yeah.
Sorry for those fans.
Oh well, sorry, Sword and Sorcery fans. It's really not for us. Rocketmen, Martin Wallace, you're still a good designer. It's just Rocketmen feels too small, too little, too
Thin.
thin. Yeah, it feels too thin for us. So yeah, that's it for our review this week. Once again, we are three geeks, one table. I did not mess that up this time. Three geeks, one table.
Not
And
podcast. Yeah.
we will see you at the table next week for another set of games. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.